Hey, woo everyone! Welcome on into the channel. My name is Cosmo, and I'm here to talk to you about things I wish I heard when I got started streaming. I'm primarily doing this because I have some people in the Discord who are interested in streaming themselves. And I thought it'd be a little bit of a helpful video to talk about my personal experiences and things that probably would have helped me out a lot in the beginning. So, let's get started. If I had to start all over again with streaming, the very first thing that I would look at is my audio and my visual. I wouldn't worry about the panels, the overlays, and all that other fancy stuff until I've got those two things squared away, because honestly, it doesn't matter how nice any of those things are, it would be very off-putting to anybody that's new to the stream and seeing it for the very first time. And when I say off-putting, I mean the audio and the visuals just not being in a good place at all. Back in my day when I got started, I had poor lighting, my audio was understandable, the game was understandable, and I think that helped me out in at least getting things started when, the early game of streaming. To give you an example, we're going to use my own personal stream back 6 years ago, so tell me, how long would you stick around if you had to listen to audio like this? Stay spread. Can we get somebody up, or do we not have any more B-reses? Almost embarrassing. Imagine an entire stream like that. By the way, I'm talking about my stuff primarily because I don't want to feel like I'm targeting anybody or making fun of anyone else's stuff when clearly there's still some stuff wrong with mine, even to this day. You may not escape the jank, only embrace it. And just to be clear, I'm not saying it needs to be high quality, 4K, or anything crazy. It just needs to be presentable so that you can present the best version of yourself as early as possible. And once you got those things squared away, 1000%, look into those overlays, look into those panels, all that cool extra flair stuff. And this is kind of like a mini tip. There are plenty of places where you can find like packages to at least get yourself started without having to go to artists and pay for commissions and stuff like that. You definitely should. Once over time, you should start personalizing everything, but there are plenty of places. I started with Streamlabs. I'm over on Stream Elements now, but I've paid people, artists, for overlays. I've made some of my own personally. The panels down below all are made by me. But over time, let it be something that you build over time if you just don't have the disposable income to make it happen instantly. And hold on, before people get up in arms, please support your local artists. If you're really looking for a more personalized look, support your local artists. I'm sure there are plenty out there that can give you a great product for a reasonable price. Longer sessions does not mean better sessions overall for your stream. Oh my God, I wish someone told me this a long time ago. There's an unfortunate harsh reality when you're getting started streaming and you're still in those, 0 viewer, 1 viewer streams. Would you rather do those streams for 6 to 8 hours? Or would you rather do those streams for an hour to 3 hours and then taking those videos from the stream and then flipping them onto, YouTube shorts, YouTube videos, and TikToks, all that stuff? Because when you try to do what I did, which was stream 8 hours every day, well, not every day, 8 hours for 5 days of the week, treating it like a job, you pretty much have no time for any of that. And I had no money to try and pay for video editors to go in and make videos and TikToks and shorts like that. And overall, stunning my own personal growth. You're wanting to reach out to these social media websites because you don't know which one is going to pop off and, grow exponentially or really like the content that you're putting out there. It's just more discoverability for you past Twitch or whichever platform you're using, because more than likely wherever you're streaming is not going to have great discoverability from the get-go, especially if you're playing big popular games that just came out, like for instance, like right now, Elden Ring or Call of Duty or Fortnite or anything like that. Your discoverability is just not going to be there. So doing this is going to help you push yourself forward, both when you're online and offline, which, kind of moves on to our next thing, which we're talking about, which is you have an online and an offline presence. What does that mean? Well, when you're online, that means that you're streaming, you're present, anyone that can be there, that you can respond to people directly. And when you're offline, that's for things like when you're posting videos to YouTube or, the previous platforms I told you in the last tip. So let's do a bit of a play-by-play here. Let's say you're an artist and you stream art. You take that video of that piece that you made and then you turn it into a YouTube video, like a speed art video. And someone says, hey, I really like your art style. and this is something that I would love to, you know, I'm a beginner artist and I want to learn how to make art. I'd love to see this person work, you know, live. And then they say, oh, well, hey, this person does stream. Let me go over to their stream and then figure out when they're streaming. And now that's another person stopping by your stream. You do a stream, you take those streams and you turn them into videos, and those videos get people interested in your stream. And then the people that were there for your stream who really liked specific moments from that stream can then say, hey, I really like that moment. I want to go back and watch it on your video, because wherever you're at, I don't know how Kick or other streaming services work, but on Twitch, after a certain period of time, your past broadcasts just go away forever. So it's good because these two things work off of each other and they're very important. If you don't have time for both, that's okay, that's fine. If you just want to worry about getting your stream started, that's okay, that's fine. If you want to get started on making YouTube videos, that's okay, that's fine. You don't have to rely on, if you're making videos, you don't have to rely on streams. But if you're doing streams, then I feel like you really should, over time, eventually start looking into making those videos, because overall, they're going to help your growth exponentially. So I've heard this tip a lot. You know, bring your friends to open up the stream, have it open up in the background just so you can have like an extra viewer. Why not just bring them onto the stream? And I say this because one of the biggest hurdles that a lot of early game streamers have is when you don't have a chat and then you're just speaking into the void, it's very, very hard to just keep going and keep talking just endlessly. And I've struggled with that so hard until I started bringing my own friends onto the stream. And now we're always playing multiplayer games and just messing around and having a great time. And also, if someone was watching your stream and then they see you and you're having fun with your friend and you're playing a game or doing something that they're interested in and having a conversation about it, then they'll jump in and you have a new person in your chat. Having someone else there really opens up for you to have conversations with new potential people that come into your streams. So yeah, that's a tip for that one. If you have friends, bring them onto the stream and also tell them the rules. Please tell them the rules. I'm looking at you, League players. Remember, your journey is your own. And this is going to be a bit of a two-parter here because sometimes your journey can be a bit longer than others. There are streamers out there that have made it within 3 years, 5 years, some of them even 10 years of doing it, and then they're finally seeing the fruits of their labor, and some even longer than that. And if you feel like you've been doing it for a while and you know things aren't working and then you experience burnout, that is 1000% okay as well. Earlier in the video, I told you guys that I experienced burnout pretty bad and I stopped streaming for about 6 to 8 months. And in that time period, I just allowed myself to take a step back, rethink everything. I came up with a whole new different setup for everything. We came back and we've been just going strong ever since. So there's no shame in having to step away or experience burnout. Maybe life gets in the way. If that happens, 1000% take a step back. But in the process, you know, if you do intend on coming back, entertain the idea of at least from time to time, at least thinking about it a little bit, what you want your stream to look like the next time you come back. You know, make changes, work towards those changes, little by little, do what you can. Well, do what you can that's within your abilities at the time. But yeah, those are my quick tips just for getting started. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, if you found it helpful, go ahead and leave it a like. And if you didn't, feel free to leave a dislike. Whichever one lets me know how you guys feel. But anyways, thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love you, I cherish you, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!